Welcome back. If you love animation and movie breakdowns, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into something super exciting, the highly anticipated Zootopia 2. That's right, after years of waiting, we finally have some juicy details to share about this sequel, and we can't wait to break it all down for you. So, grab some popcorn, and let's get into it. So, let's start with the basics. When can we expect Zootopia 2 to hit the big screen? Mark your calendars for November 2nd, 2025. Yes, it's still a bit of a wait, but with everything we know so far, it looks like it's going to be well worth it. Now, keep in mind, release dates can change, especially with animation, but Disney seems pretty set on this timeline for now. Now, let's talk about where this all started. The original Zootopia was released in 2016, and it was a massive hit, earning over $1 billion at the box office. That's no small feat. Disney knew they had something special on their hands, but after that, there was radio silence for a few years. Fans were left wondering if we'd ever return to the world of Zootopia. But then came D23, and boom, Zootopia 2 was officially announced alongside other big sequels like Moana 2, Frozen 3, and The Incredibles 3. Disney really went all out at D23, featuring Zootopia 2 with posters, merchandise, and even some clips for the lucky fans who attended. Unfortunately, the rest of us will have to wait a bit longer for the first official trailer. But hey, the hype is real. Let's get into the plot details. Or at least, what we know so far. Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde are back, and they're teaming up once again for a new adventure. Disney is keeping a tight lid on the specifics, but what we do know is that they'll be tackling their most perilous and intricate case yet. The movie will likely build on the themes of the first film, exploring the societal dynamics of Zootopia, but with even more depth and new locations within the city. Speaking of new locations, one of the clips shown at D23 introduced a place called Marsh Market. This seems to be where Judy and Nick will be digging for clues about their latest mystery. The setting hints that the world of Zootopia is expanding, which is super exciting for fans who want to see more of this vibrant, diverse city. Now, let's talk about the characters. Ginnifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman are returning to voice Judy and Nick, which is great news. Their chemistry was a huge part of what made the first film so enjoyable. But they're not the only ones coming back. We've heard that fan favorites like Flash the Sloth will also make an appearance, and there are even some new characters on the way. Fortune Feimster is voicing an adorable beaver, and Kahui Kwan will be playing a sinister viper named Gary, who might just be the main antagonist. Or at least, that's what we think so far. There's some speculation that Gary, the viper, isn't the real villain of the story, but rather a pawn in a much larger game. This opens up a ton of possibilities for the plot, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Will Judy and Nick be able to crack the case? Who's really pulling the strings? These are the questions that will keep us all on the edge of our seats until the movie comes out. Behind the scenes, we've got Jared Bush returning to write and direct. This is fantastic news because Bush was a key figure behind the success of the first Zootopia, and he's also worked on other Disney hits like Encanto and Moana. Joining him is Yvette Marino, who also worked on Encanto. With this dynamic duo at the helm, we're confident that Zootopia 2 is in good hands. Now, let's talk about the animation style. Disney has been experimenting with different visual styles lately, but for Zootopia 2, it looks like they're sticking closer to the original look. This makes sense, as the first movie's animation was a huge part of its charm. The character designs, the vibrant cityscapes, it all worked so well. We're glad they're keeping that same aesthetic while possibly introducing some new elements to keep things fresh. And what about the music? While it hasn't been officially confirmed, it's likely that Michael Giacchino, who scored the first film and Zootopia Plus, will be returning. His music was such an integral part of the Zootopia experience, adding emotional depth and energy to the story. If he's back on board, we're in for another memorable soundtrack. Disney is going all in on Zootopia as a franchise, and it's clear they see it as a major pillar moving forward. We've already seen this with the Zootopia Plus series on Disney Plus and the Zootopia-themed land at Shanghai Disneyland, which has been a huge hit with fans. This level of investment suggests that Disney is committed to not just making Zootopia 2 a great movie, but also expanding the universe even further. So, what's next? While we wait for more updates, It's a great time to revisit the original Zootopia and the Zootopia Plus series to get back into the world and its characters. Keep an eye out for any new teasers or trailers, which we'll be sure to cover here on the channel as soon as they drop. And of course, stay tuned to Disney's official channels for the latest news. To wrap things up, Zootopia 2 is shaping up to be one of Disney's most exciting releases in the coming years. With a strong creative team, beloved characters returning, and a story that promises to be both thrilling and thought-provoking, we can't wait to see what Disney has in store. What are you most excited about for Zootopia 2? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Screen and Scroll. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got more content on the way, covering everything from the latest Disney news to in-depth movie analyses. Until next time, stay curious and keep scrolling.